Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share. In the description of this video, you can find my compiled link. Through there, you can find ways to support the channel, my other social media, and more. I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching. How's it going, everybody? CJ here, back with another video. We're doing a box opening today. We're going to be cracking open this Lost Caverns of Ixalan set booster box. I'm going into this box opening pretty much blind. I don't know almost any of the cards in the set, so you're going to get my initial reaction to a lot of the cards, which I think is pretty cool. If you plan on buying any Lost Caverns of Ixalan product, please do so through my link in bio. If you buy it through there, it helps support my content, so check that out. Really excited to get into this, so let's get cracking. Let's get this thing started. Woo! 1 in every 12 boosters is a Jurassic World card. That's pretty sweet. Hopefully we can pull some good ones. Ooh, we got the Treasure Trove box topper first. I'm going to save this for later. We're going to open that kind of randomly to keep you guys in here. All right, let's get this going. Maybe if the box starts getting cold, then we'll crack that thing open. Ooh, we got the art card. Just trying to get the focus. There we go. Gorgeous, gorgeous lands here. This is an amazing plains. Put that over there. All right, Cartographer's Companion. Create a map token. Compass Gnome. It's kind of a neat card. Could be useful in Commander. It's just a good fixer. Getting caves is nice. Hotfoot Gnome, Tinker's Tote, Sinat Scout, just 1 mana Explore, not bad, Merfolk. We got a little raccoon here. Council of Echoes, Descend 4. I feel there are 4 more permanent cards in your graveyard, return up to, okay, cool. Captain Storm, hey, that's cool. Whenever an artifact enters the battlefield under your control, put a +1/+1 counter on target pirate you control. This could be really cool in a commander deck that's about treasures. Pirates and treasures go along pretty well. I like that the framing kind of goes to the edge and almost feels like it's going over the edge. We got our first rare, and it's a Jurassic World card. Ellie and Alan, Paleontologists. Tap, exile a creature card from your graveyard. Discover X, where X is the mana value of the exiled card. Activate only as a sorcery. Discovery is a really cool mechanic. You exile cards from top of your library until you exile a non-land card of mana value. With that mana value or less, cast it. It's kind of like Cascade. It's an interesting card. I think this is going to be a fun commander. We have a Braided Net as our rare. Braided Net enters the battlefield with 3 net counters on it. Remove a counter. Tap another target non-land permanent. Its activated abilities can't be activated for as long as it remains tapped and has craft with an artifact. This is neat. It's a good way to shut down some pesky artifacts, pesky non-land permanents, I should say. And we got a foil Rumbling Rockslide with a list card, Pain Magnification. All right. Off rip, we got the Jurassic World card, which is nice. Ooh, we got a signed art card. Cool art. Hidden Volcano, we got our first cave. Enters the battlefield tapped. Sack it, discover 4. Seems cool. Could be a fun card. Fun in a lands deck. Whenever a creature gets +1, it gets +1/+1, and whenever it attacks, draw a card, and then discard a card. Equip 1 for a pirate. Cool little equipment here. Waylaying Pirates. Shipwreck Sentry. Brackish Blunder. Malamute Battle Glyph. Might of the Ancestors. Ooh. When you come at your turn, target creature has +2/+0 in vigilance. This is going to be solid inside of draft and sealed. In limited. This seems like a decent limited card. We got Kudzel, Malamute Exemplar. Wow, I can't read. Your opponents can't cast spells during your turn, so it's kind of like a Grand Abolisher. Whenever one or more creatures you control, each with power greater than its base power, deal combat damage to a player, draw a card. This is a cool build around card. I could see this being a fun commander. It's really nice having the can't cast spells during your turn ability, because that prevents your opponents from doing any combat tricks, stuff like that. Helping Hand, return target creature with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. Wow. This is a 1 mana reanimation spell in white. This seems phenomenal. I could see this seeing play. I'm going to be putting this in a couple cubes. This seems like a lot of fun. This card is powerful. This is going to see standard play probably. I could see this seeing some modern play, like being able to return monkeys and stuff like that. This is cool. Cool card. Capricati Sunborn. When it attacks, you may tap 2 untapped artifacts and or creatures you control. If you do, discover 3. Cool. And the Ever-Flowing Well. ETB, mill 2 cards, then draw 2 cards. At the beginning of your upkeep, if there are 8 or more permanent cards in your graveyard, transform it. So, off rip, it's just a slightly better divination. Slightly better divination. So divination sees play. This is already going to be able to see play. And when you flip it into a legendary artifact land, whenever you cast a permanent spell using mana produced by the Myriad Pools, up to 1 target permanent you control becomes a copy of that spell until end of turn. This seems very cool. I like this a lot. I can easily see this being run inside of some, like a Muldrotha style deck. That could be a lot of fun because it helps fill your graveyard and it'll be very quickly for you to hit the send 8. And then boom, flipping into copying things. That seems sweet. I like this a lot. I like this card a lot. Dauntless Dismantler is our foil. And we got a treasure token. All right, great art card. Hidden Necropolis, another cave. You get to, so it looks like all the caves have Discover 4. At least the other one also had the Discover 4 ability on the Sacrifice. Orazca Puzzle Door. Top 2 cards of your library, put 1 to your hand, and the other into your graveyard. Okay, so it's kind of like a Surveil. Oh, well, not really. It's kind of like a Consider, but not really. Volatile Wanderglyph. Oh my god, I can't talk. Volatile Wanderglyph. Cool. Abrade. Good to see an Abrade reprint. Card's great. I run this in tons of decks. Awesome utility card here. Scytheclaw Raptor. Whenever a player casts a spell, if it's not their turn, it deals 4 damage to them. This is a sweet card against blue. I love this. Playing this against counter spells, this seems cool. Good aggro card. Whenever another dinosaur enters the battlefield under your control, you may have belligerent yearlings' base power become equal to that creature's power until end of turn. That's pretty sweet. There's some combo potential with this, for sure. Thrashing Brontodon. Great card. Love this. Great reprint. This is just a high utility card. In Commander, it's probably going to see standard play. I believe it saw a lot of standard play when it was originally printed. Triumphant Chomp. First of all, great name. Deals damage to target creature equal to 2 plus the greatest power among dinosaurs you control. So it's sorcery speed, 2 damage to a creature, but then it gets better. This is good. It's a solid card. It's a 2 damage sorcery speed with upside, and that upside is it can be a lot more than 2 damage for 1 mana. Late game seems great. Twists and Turns. If a creature you control would explore, instead you scry 1, then it explores. Awesome. This could be really cool in the Merfolk Precon. Then when Twists and Turns enters a battlefield, target creature you control explores, so you scry 1, then explore. And when a land enters the battlefield under your control, if you control 7 or more lands, you transform it. Look at the top 4 cards of your library. You may reveal a creature card from among them, put that card into your hand, and put the rest in the bottom of your library. Wow. So this is very similar to Search for Azcanta, but instead it's for creatures, and it's on an uncommon that Doesn't seem too hard to flip. Like, it's going to take a little bit, but if you're in an Explorer deck, then you can expedite that. This is going to see play. This is a cool card. This is going to see play, at least for me in Commander. And in Cube. This could be a fun Cube card. It's also a cave, which is nice. And then we got Henry Wu, another Jurassic Worlds card. Henry Wu, geneticist. When it enters the oh my god. Henry Wu and other human creatures you control have exploit. Whenever a creature you control exploits a non-human creature, draw a card. If the exploited creature had power 3 or greater, create a treasure token. That is a flavorful card. This is really cool. It's a strong card too. It's a really fun build around for a Commander deck. I like that because it's just value. It's just card draw, treasures, and sacrifice theme. This could be a fun card. This could be a fun Commander. Subterranean Schooner. When it attacks, target creature that crewed it this turn explores. 2 mana, 1 crew for 3/4. Not bad. Good rate. And we have a Pathfinding Axejaw. All right, we're off to a good start. We got some fun cards already. We already got 2 Jurassic Worlds cards. Really fun looking art card here. I like the Parrot Velociraptors. Promising Vein. Search your library for a basic land card, put it into the battlefield, tapped and shuffled. Not bad. Not bad. Good fixing. This is going to be a great card inside sealed and limited. Whenever it attacks, you pay 2, tap creature. Sure. This is kind of interesting, being able to untap during each player's untap step. Works well with this card. Tap 2 untapped creatures you control, put a +1/+1 counter on it. Oh, activate only the sorcery. Never mind, I lied. Hunter's Blowgun. Attentive Sunscribe. Staunch Crewmate. Swashbuckler's Whip. That's fun. Equipped creature has 2 mana, tap target artifact or creature, and 8 tap discover 10. That's sick. That's so fun. Captain Storm again. Inverted Iceberg. Enters a battlefield, mill a card, and draw a card. Craft with artifact. So as artifact, exile another artifact you control or an artifact card from your graveyard. Return this card transformed under its owner's control. So the crafted side is, whenever it attacks, you may tap or untap target artifact or creature. Nice. Then we have a Pugnacious Hammerskull. Whenever it attacks, while you don't control another dinosaur, put a stun counter on it. So the 3 mana 6/6 that you kind of want to have more dinos with. But 3 mana 6/6 is crazy, actually. And a Molten Collapse, foil rare. Choose one. If you descended this turn, you may choose both instead. Destroy target creature or planeswalker. Destroy target non-creature, non-land permanent with mana value 1 or less. That seems like pretty decent removal. It's like a terminate that has upside. That's cool. But it's also sorcery speed. I believe terminate's instant speed. It's an interesting card there. I'm going to put that there because it's a foil rare. Great art there. I'm loving the art cards. Ooh, a Captivating Cave. It's our foil. Walk with the Ancestors. Return up to 1 target permanent card from your graveyard to your hand to discover 4. Cool. This could be nice in late game limited. The Presence of Ages. Didact Echo. Glimpse the Core. Search your library for a basic force card, put it onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle. Return target cave card from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. This is 2 mana ramp in standard. This is very, very powerful. This is going to see tons of play inside any green ramp decks. This is sweet. This is really, it's kind of like a rampant growth, but it can only get forests, but it has the upside of being able to get caves from your graveyard. This is an interesting card. I like this a lot. I think this is a very, very powerful card. This is going to see Commander play for sure, especially in mono green decks. Or decks that care about caves. Spelunking. When it enters the battlefield, draw a card, then you put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield, so it's kind of like a 3-mana explore. If you put a cave onto the battlefield, you gain 4 life. Lands you control enter the battlefield untapped. So it's kind of like an explorer for 1 more mana, but it sticks around and it makes it so all your lands enter untapped. This is really good. It's kind of like an Amulet of Vigor strapped to explore that can also gain you 4 life. Good card. Good card. This is going to see a lot of play. I'm going to put this in my Maze's End deck because it's perfect in there. Ixalan's Lore Keeper. A 1-mana mana dork for dinosaurs. Insane. And it's any color. Awesome. Would be awesome in a Changeling deck as well. Saheeli's Lattice. ETB, you may discard a card if you do draw 2, which is pretty nice. That's similar to like Tormenting Voice, I believe is the one that's 2 mana to do the exact same thing. And it's got the upside of craft with 1 or more dinosaurs. Flipping into Mastercraft Raptor. Equal to the cards exiled used to craft it. Interesting. Interesting. Then we have a Mythic. It looks like it's the Mythic from the Precon. At the beginning of combat on your turn, each merfolk creature you control explores. Whenever it attacks, you may put a land card from your hand into the battlefield if you don't draw a card. Awesome card. This is going straight into my Kumena deck. We also have a Trumpeting Carnosaur. 6 mana 7/6 trample. Discover 5 on ETB, and you can discard it to deal 3 damage to target creature or planeswalker. So, early game, it's removal if you need it to be. Late game, it's a finisher that also discovers 5. This is very good. Very, very good. This is going to see standard play. I'd be surprised if it doesn't. It is a fun card. Could be interesting in some, not like vintage cube, but in some cubes. And then we got Saheeli the Sun's Brilliance. Ooh, first actual Mythic of the box. 2 mana 2/2. Pay 2, create a token that's a copy of another target creature or artifact you control. Except that an artifact in addition to its other types, it gains haste. Sacrifice at the beginning of the next end step. Ooh, that's really cool. So it's kind of like a Kiki Jiki, but it also does artifacts. You can get some interesting stuff going here. This is at 2 mana. This is a great commander card. Like, I could see you playing this as a commander very easily. Could be a lot of fun. I like this a lot. I think it's going to be a fun card to build around. This is strong. It's a very strong card. And a Glorifier of Suffering with Dino Token. Hoping to get some more of these lands. We only got 1 of those cool basics so far. Eventually, we'll get to Colossal Dreadmaw. Quintorius art. You have Hidden Courtyard. This is from that cave cycle. Panicked Altasaur. Tap, deal 2 damage to each opponent. Solid. Soaring Sandwing. Ooh, it's got plane cycling. That's kind of sweet. I love the cards that have these cycling abilities. It's good fixing, and they're just kind of fun when you can get any type, like you can get a dual land with this because it's not basic plane cycling or anything like that. Armored Kincaller. You may reveal a dinosaur card from your hand. If you do, you gain some life. Enters a battlefield, scry 2. Seismic Montresor. Now in cycling, so from the red one from that cycle. Plus, it's got sack a land, draw a card. I might be putting this inside my lands cube. That seems really good in that. Earthshaker Dreadmaw. This is just a power crept Colossal Dreadmaw. It's just a power. It's a 6 mana 6/6 of trample. Also enters the battlefield, draw a card for each other dinosaur you control. This card is actually very powerful, but it's just a power crept Colossal Dreadmaw. RIP Colossal Dreadmaw, you've been dethroned. Dusk Rose Reliquary. Bloodhorn Flail. A lodestone needle enters the battlefield. Tap up to one target artifact or creature and put 2 stun counters on it. And you can flip it into Guidestone Compass. Tap at target creature you control explores. Ooh. And we got another mythic with Sovereign Okinic Aheu. Aheu. It's a 4-mana cat noble, 3/4, ward 2. Whenever it attacks for each creature you control with power greater than that creature's base power, put a number of +1/+1 counters on that creature equal to the difference. Ooh! Okay, this is a really interesting card because if you have like a Hydra, let's just say you have a Hydra that has 5 counters on it, it's a 0/0 normally, it's attacks, you're doubling the difference, which is its total, so it goes from 5 to 10. The next turn it goes from 10 to 20. It just doubles the number of +1/+1 counters essentially. And it also works with combat tricks and stuff like that. This is really powerful. This is a very, very powerful card. I love this as a build around. You can make this a Hydra deck for Commander. Just a bunch of combat tricks to make it really big, and then it gets that number of counters, and then it stays that big. This thing could be really fun for Commander, Voltron, whatever you want to do with it. I like this a lot. Then we have the Cartographer's Companion foil. Solid hits. We got back-to-back mythics, or 3 mythics in a row, actually, I believe. Ooh! That is a cool... I hope we pull whatever this is, because whatever this is, it's got to be cool. What is it? It is... O'Hare, Patek, Deepest Epoch. Very cool forest. Excited to get more of these basics. Walk with the Ancestors. In the Presence of Ages. Didactic Echo. Basking Capybara. I'm happy to see that there's a Capybara in this set because I do love me some Capybara. Careening Minecart. Whenever it attacks, you create a treasure. It's got crew 1. All right. Diamond Pickaxe. It's an indestructible... Oh, my God. Indestructible equipment. Whenever it attacks... The equipped creature gets +1/+1. Has whenever it attacks, create a treasure token. This is funny. This just makes me think of Minecraft. Volatile Fault. Sack it, destroy target non-basic land opponent controls. That player may search their library for a basic land card, put it onto the battlefield, then shuffle. You create a treasure token. Solid. And it's a cave. Very solid removal for pesky lands there. Enterprising Scallywag. We have the Rampaging Ceratops with fancy looking art. And a Sanguine Evangelist. Battle Cry. When it enters the battlefield or dies, create a 1/1 black bat creature token with flying. Alright. Seems decent for like a mono white aggro. Ooh, we got a foil mythic here. Bloodletter of Alcazataz. If an opponent would lose life during your turn, they lose twice that much life instead. Oh, wow. So it's kind of like an Archfiend of Despair, but for 4 mana. And it only works during your turn. That's really good. This is a strong card. This could be a lot of fun to build around with. I will be running this in a couple commander decks. Seems really good in any commander deck that has to do with life drain or just dealing a lot of damage. It's also a flyer, so essentially it's dealing 4 damage because of its own ability. Seems good. And we have Zoetic Cavern as our list card. We're getting some sweet stuff. This set looks fun. We got a cool little dinosaur. Hidden Cataract. Rumbling Rock Slide. Deals damage to target creature equals the number of lands you control. Cartographer's Companion. Compass Gnome. Hotfoot Gnome. Bat Colony. ETB, make a bat. For each mana from a cave you spent to cast it. Ooh. That's cool. When a cave enters the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. Alright, that's a cool card. I like the cave synergy stuff. Costs 1 less to cast for each cave you control and each cave card in your graveyard. Interesting. Gargantuan Leech. That seems like a great limited card. Defossilize. Return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. That creature explores and explores again. So it's 5 mana reanimate, which is pretty standard for commons and uncommons. But it also gives you double explore, which is pretty nice. Also, the flavor, the art, the name. I like this card. This is fun. Sinuous Benthisar. To the battlefield, look at the top X card to your library. X is the number of caves you control. Love that. Plus a number of cave cards in your graveyard. Put 2 of those cards into your hand. The rest in the bottom of your library in random order. Cool. And we have Master's Guide Mural. Enters the battlefield, create a 4/4. And with craft with an artifact, you have tap, create a 4/4 white and blue golem creature, artifact creature token. Activate only if it or another artifact into the battlefield under your control this turn. And a Jade Light Spelunker enters the battlefield. It explores X. Wow. This is sweet. It's kind of like Jade Light Ranger, but just better. I like this. This is a very, very powerful card. I'm pretty sure it's actually just better than Jade Light Ranger, too. I think that was 3 mana, explore twice. So, yeah. Wow. This, I would be surprised if this doesn't see play. And Echo of Dusk. With a Cauldron Familiar from the list. Sweet. Quick cut there. My dog was freaking out, so I had to go and see what was going on. He was just barking at the lawnmowers. So let's get back into this. Oh. Ah. Okay. There we go. Boom. Hey, we got another forest. Love it. Fungal Fortitude. Mineshaft Spider. Child of the Volcano. Cool art, cool name. I like this card. Nice flavor. Frilled Caveworm. Merfolk Cave Diver. Glowcap Lantern. Look at the top card of your library at any time. Whenever this creature attacks, explore. Solid. Solid card here. The Sinnoh Scout. Waterlogged Hulk. Tap, mill a card. Craft with Island. Vigilance Ascend 8. Can't be blocked as long as... Ooh. Nice. Crew 1. Solid. Zoyoa Lava Tongue. 2 mana 2/2 Death Touch. At the beginning of your end step, if you descended this turn, each opponent may discard a card or sacrifice a permanent. It deals 3 damage to each opponent who didn't. That's fun. That's a fun little dude. And then we got the Belligerent. It's a 4 mana 5/5 Crew 3 vehicle. When it attacks, create a treasure token. Until end of turn, you may look at the top card of your library at any time. And you may play lands and cast spells from the top of your library. Ooh, that's fun. Then we have the Unlucky Drop foil and the Golem. We got something fun in the back there. It looks like we got something fun back there. Ooh, Plains. This is probably my favorite out of the land, so Plains is so pretty. Deadweight, Unlucky Drop, Greedy Freebooter, Out of Air. Ooh, this creature, if it targets a creature spell. Interesting. I like that take on counter spells. This is going to be a great limited card, and it could be a sideboard card in standard, because it can be a 2 mana counter spell a lot of the time. And it's got the utility of also being a 4 mana counter spell for anything. Runaway Boulder. This is fun. Malamute Warscribe. Dauntless Dismantler. Guardian of the Great Doors. Additional cost to cast this spell. Tap 4 untapped artifacts, creatures, and or lands you control. It's a 2 mana 4/4 flying that basically has Convoke. So it's really a 6 mana 4/4 flying that can be -4 for Artifacts, creatures. Yeah, that's interesting. That's an interesting card. We have the Inverted Iceberg and a Restless Ridgeline. First one of the land cycle. UTB tapped. You can turn it into a 3/4 green dinosaur. When it attacks another target attacking creature, gets +2/+0 until end of turn. Untap that creature. Then we have a foil Scytheclaw Raptor with a Brago's representative in the list slot. Nice art. Man, this set has some really fun art. I'm a big fan of the art style. Hidden Volcano, Sunshot Militia, Malamet Veteran, Malamet Scythe. I like the equipment. It's also a combat trick. This is cool. It's good for limited. Self-Reflection. Create a token that's a copy of target creature you control with flashback 4. Interesting. This is going to be a decent commander card. I could see this playing commander. Chart a Course. Great card here. Strong enough that it's in like Vintage Cube. Could definitely be seeing a lot of play in the fairy deck in Standard. This seems like a no-brainer in fairies. No-brainer. Nikanzel, Current Conductor. Whenever a creature you control explores a land card, you may put a land from your hand into the battlefield tapped. Whenever a creature you control explores a non-land card, put +1/+1 counter on it. Really fun explore card. This could be fun to just build an explore commander deck around. Tithing Blade. Ooh, we got Jurassic Park planes. I hadn't seen these yet. That's awesome. And then a Restless Anchorage. It's the blue-white one. It turns into a bird, and whenever it attacks, you make a map token. The art is really cool. I like the art on this. There we go. I like the art a lot. Disturbed Slumber foil. And a Warped Landscape from the list. Eventually, we'll get to Colossal Dreadmaw. MagicSecretLair.com. Ooh. Excited to see what that's about. It's like a llama. Hidden Cataract. Disruptor Wanderglyph. Cogwork Wrestler. Thousand Moons Crackshot. Thousand Moons Infantry. Colossadactyl. A 4-mana 4/5 with Reach and Trample. Dreadmaw's Ire. Until end of turn, target attacking creature gets +2/+2 and gains Trample, and whenever this deals combat damage to a player, destroy target artifact the player controls. This is fun. This could be a good sideboard card inside like a Dino deck in Standard to fight against any artifact decks if there is one. 1 mana instant speed is decent for this effect, actually. For giving Trample and artifact removal, 1 mana, not bad. Earthshaker Dreadmaw. It's Quineth, firstborn of Gishath. Aw, Gishath had a baby. It's a cutie. Haste, when it enters the battlefield, you may pay 2. When you do, target dinosaur you control deals damage equal to its power to another target creature. Solid. We have Kalsum's Stone Tree. Enters the battlefield, look at the top 6 cards of your library, put a land from among them onto the battlefield, put the rest in the bottom of your library in a random order, and it just becomes a 5/5. Then we have Roaming Throne as our rare. 4 mana 4/4 with Ward 2. Choose a creature type. Is the chosen creature type. If a triggered ability of another creature you control the chosen type triggers, it triggers an additional time. Hello, auto include in any creature type matters deck. This is awesome. This is a sweet, sweet card. I like this a lot. This is going to see tons of play in Commander especially. We have a foil Basking Capybara with a bat token. That Roaming Throne, that's going to see tons of play. That's a good card. It's a very, very strong card. We have the Hidden Necropolis. Ultic Archaeologist. Ultic Cloud Guard. Deconstruction Hammer, Ancestral Reminiscence, Hoverstone Pilgrim, Gold Fury Strider, Zoetic Glyph, Akawali the Seething Tower. It's a big fungus. Descend 4, gets +2/+2, descend 8, an additional +2/+2, and can't be blocked by more than one creature. Cool. Just gets big. We have Itzquinith again, and a Magmatic Galleon. ETB deals 5 damage to a creature an opponent controls, and whenever one or more creatures your opponents control dealt excess non-combat damage, create a treasure. So it's oftentimes going to be 5 mana, kill something, make a treasure, and then it's a 5/5 accrue 2. That's not bad. Sky Sovereign it did have flying, and it did have an attack trigger to deal damage, but it was similar with the ETB to kill something. This could see some play. It is a cool card. Spelunking, happy to get a foil one of these. This is a great card. And we get the map token. The Hidden Nursery. I don't think we had the nursery yet. I think this is the last one of the cycle that we didn't have. Staggering Size. Poison Dart Frog. Hey, this is cool. Nurturing Bristleback. The green from the cycle. Green one from the cycle. Dino Automaton. Great name. Calamitous Cave-In. Deals X damage to each creature and each planeswalker where X is the number of caves you control. Hey, the caves thing. I like that. That's fun. Scampering Surveyor. Bat Colony. Wait, Scampering Surveyor. Basic land card. Put on the battlefield tap. Okay. We have the Bat Colony. Thrashing Brontodon with sweet, sweet art. Ooh, the Great Door. Medzalatani, the Great Door. 3 mana for a looter artifact, and 4 mana, transform it. Only there are 4 more permanent types among cards in your graveyard. And the backside is the Core. It's a legendary land. Tap, add X mana of any one color where X is the number of permanent cards in your graveyard. Wow. Okay, this is very strong. This could see a ton of commander play, because 3 mana for a looter, not bad early. And being able to turn into a giant land, not bad. I like this. This is cool. This is a cool card. This is a very cool card. Acrobatic Leap and a Merfolk token. All right, we're about the halfway point, it looks like. We're about the halfway point. Boom, Hidden Volcano, Disturbed Slumber. Pathfinding Axejaw, Petrify, Over the Edge, 2 mana, destroy target artifact or enchantment, or explore twice. Deep Goblin Skull Taker, Hurl into History. Ooh, the Discover X on this is kind of nice. Confounding Riddle, Eaten by Piranhas. This is hilarious, actually. It's kind of like the Legitimate Business Person one. Bartolome. Oh, we got a mythic here, and it's a god. O'Hare Axonal Deepest Might. For red source you control will deal an amount of non-combat damage less than O'Hare's power to an opponent. It deals that source deals damage equal to its power instead. When it dies, return it transformed. And the backside is a land. Activate only if red sources you control dealt 4 or more non-combat damage this turn, and only as a sorcery, so you can flip it back over. This is really cool. This cycle, strong. This can make certain cards really interesting. Like Flick a Coin would be sweet with O'Hare in play. Then we have a foil Petrify. And token thing. Cool art card. This is a skeleton thing that we just opened. Yeah, Eaten by Piranhas. Foil Mountain. Love it. Tinkerer's Tote, Ultic Archaeologists, Cloud Guard, Deconstruction Hammer, Ancestral Reminiscence, Scytheclaw Raptor again, sweet card, love this. Good blue hate card, Belligerent Yearling, Thrashing Brontodon, Spring-Loaded Sawblades, Flash, 2 mana, ETB, it deals 5 damage to target tapped creature and opponent controls. Wow. 2 mana, deal 5 at instant speed with the upside of being able to flip it. This is a very good combat, like one of those white removal spells. Very good version of it. The backside, tap 2 other untapped artifacts you control. It becomes an artifact creature until end of turn. Ooh, very nice. And then we have a Nim Pakal, Thousandth Moon. Whenever you attack with 1 or more non-gnome creatures, put a +1/+1 counter on a Nim, then create X 1/1 colorless gnome artifact creature tokens that are tapped and attacking, where X is a number of +1/+1 counters on it. That's cool. That's cool. You can easily get this thing really big and make a ton of tokens. Sorcerer's Spyglass. Awesome card here. And looks like it's a downshift. I believe it was a rare before this. And token. Ooh. Oh, we pulled this card already, but the art's really good. Foil Hidden Courtyard. Iron Paw Aspirant. Envoy of Echinic. Ahu. I'm having a lot of trouble pronouncing some of these cards. Itali's Favor. Huatli's Final Strike. Fanatical Offering. 2 mana, draw 2 cards and create a map token. Sack thing. Okay, not bad. Huatli's Scavenger. Kawadi Scavenger. Council of Echoes. Self-Reflection. Jade Seedstones. What's the backside of this one? Ooh, I just saw what we got next, and it's sick. Whenever it enters the battlefield, you gain life equal to the mana value of the exiled card used to craft it. All right, the next card we got was sick. O'Hare Chasm, Deepest Growth. Trample. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, reveal that many cards from the top of your library. You may put a creature card and or a land card from among them onto the battlefield. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. This is such a strong card. Really cool. Huge fan. The flip side is a land, Temple of Cultivation, and taps for green, and you can flip it if you control 10 or more permanents. So if you have the City's Blessing. Awesome. This is an easy one to get flipped back over. This is a strong card. I'm a big fan of this one. This one I'm going to be putting in one of my cubes. My lands cube. It seems really fun in. Family Reunion. And token. Hidden Cataract Foil. Adaptive Gem Guard. Hunter's Blowgun. Swashbuckler's Whip. Captain Storm. Hoverstone Pilgrim. Sunbird Standard. 3 mana rock. Okay. And you can craft it to make it a burb with Flying, Vigilance, Haste. Power and toughness equal to the number of colors among the exiled cards used to craft it. For each color... Oh, wow. For each color among the exiled cards used to craft it, add 1 mana of that color. That's interesting. This is kind of a cool mana rock that can become a way better mana rock later on. Restless Prairie. Gives creatures you control +1/+1 when it attacks, and it's a white llama. It's a land that becomes a white llama. I love that. Corpses of the Lost. Skeletons you control get +1/+0 and have haste. When it enters the battlefield, create a 2/2 black skeleton. At the beginning of your end step, if you descended this turn, you may pay 1 life. If you do, return it to hand. This is cool. This seems like a really good card in the Skeletons Matters deck. Especially in like Commander. If you're making Skeletons Matter in Commander, seems like a great auto include. Let's do this now. I really want to know what we got in here. So we're just gonna go with this now. Hopefully we get something crazy. I don't know what cards are actually available in this, so we're about to find out. Boom! Everflowing Chalice. Yeah, that's a little disappointing. Just a little disappointing. Everflowing Chalice. Great art, but not a huge hit. It's a fine card as a mana rocking commander, but there's definitely some better stuff in those little packs. But the art is awesome on this. I guess I'll put that over here. Promising Vein, Staggering Size, Poison Dart Frog, Nurturing Bristleback, Rampaging Ceratops, Duskrow's Reliquary, Hurl into History, Tithing Blade, Get Lost. Destroy target creature, enchantment, or planeswalker. Its controller creates 2 map tokens. Instant speed, 1 and a white. This is a very good removal spell. Creature, enchantment, or planeswalker, and the downside is 2 map tokens? They have to have a creature to be able to activate it, so if you're blowing up their only creature, those map tokens do nothing. This is a strong removal piece, and it's got great art. This is going to see play. This is going to see a lot of play. This is a cool card. Very strong. This could see play probably not in Modern, just because removal in Modern has gotten kind of ridiculously powerful, but at least Pioneer. And then we have Didact Echo Foil and an Ouroboros. Promising Vein, Brazen Blade Master, Tectonic Hazard, Goblin Tomb Raider, Plundering Pirate, Geological Appraiser, Curator of Sun's Creation. Whenever you discover again for the same value. This is very strong in a Discover deck, because Discover is already a very powerful ability. So this seems nutty. Nutty. Capricati Sunborn. Oh, I opened the other version of this. Contested Game Ball. Hey, this is Road to El Dorado looking. Love that. Whenever you're dealt combat damage, the attacking player gains control of contested game ball and untaps it. Pay 2, tap, draw a card, and put a point counter on it. Then if it has 5 or more point counters on it, sack it, and you create a treasure. That's cool. Visage of Dread. Abuelo Ancestral Echo. 3 mana 2/2 Flying Ward 2. Exile another target creature or artifact you control. Return it to the battlefield under its controls. Okay. That's super cool. Under its owner's control at the beginning of the next end step. Nice way to just get extra ETBs. With a foil Master's Guide mural. Hey, we get the island. Nice. Sunshot Militia. Malmix Veteran, Scythe, Brawler. Forgotten Monument. Other caves you control have tap, pay 1 life, add 1 mana of any color. Nice. Very cool. Vanguard of the Rose. Bitter Triumph. Discard a card or pay 3. So this is 2 mana. Instant speed, destroy target creature or planeswalker, and you can either discard or pay 3 life, so it's like Infernal Grasp, but 1 extra life, or discard a card, and it can hit planeswalkers. This seems great. This seems great. Canonized in Blood. At the beginning of your end step, if you descended this turn, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. Cool. Scytheclaw Raptor, and the Restless Vents. And it attacks, discard a card if you draw a card, so you can rummage. And the Cosmium Blast. There's a lot of fun stuff in this set. I like the Return of Explorer. Wow, I want to pull whatever this is. This art is crazy. Bloodletter of... Oh, wait, is that the... Oh, that's the special version of the flying dude down here that I got. It's the special version of him. Wow, that art is so cool. That is so cool. The Nursery. Quicksand Whirlpool. River Herald Scout. Water Wind Scout. Kinjali's Dawn Runner. Glimpse the Core. Awesome card. Spelunking, awesome card. Stone Tree. Ooh. This is the... Oh, wait, we already pulled this dude. This is just the special version of him. Sovereign Akanek Eahu. Really strong card. This art is super cool. I forget what that weapon's called, but... Oh, that's going to bother me now that I don't remember what it's called. If you know what that weapon's called, put it in the comments section. Super cool card, though. Great art. Strong effect. Maybe I'll build it now because I got the cool version. And we also have Sentinel of the Nameless City. Vigilance. Whenever it enters the battlefield or attacks, create a map token. With a Sunfire Torch. Foil. Spots is looking good. We got some sweet stuff. Got a lot of mythics too. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mythics. 7 mythics. That's hype. We still got a decent amount more to go. We got the mountain. It's been a little bit since we got a Jurassic Park card though, so hopefully we get another one of those. Relic's Roar. Stampeding Spiketail. Or wow, why did I read that as stampeding? Rampaging Spiketail. Dyslexia. I don't know. I think I started reading the S and just assumed. Burning Sun Cavalry. Marauding Brine Fang, the island cycling version card from this cycle. Sweet. Gargantuan Leech. Defossilize. Very cool. Sinuous Benthesar. Nikanzel, which we had previously opened. Ooh. Cosmium Confluence. 4 mana, choose 3, may choose the same mode more than once. So it's your library for a cave card, put it onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle. Put 3 +1/+1 counters on a cave you control. It becomes an elemental. Destroy target enchantment. This is sweet. So it's 5 mana, get 3 lands into play tapped, which is not bad. Or make some land into a big dude, multiple lands into little dudes. Destroy some enchantments or some combination. This is a cool card. It's a cool card. Well, Volatile Wanderglyph. I'm probably going to put the Confluence into my lands cube. That seems really good. I'm excited about caves as a thing because I'm going to be putting a bunch of them inside of my cube. Just for funsies. Swamp. This is the first one of the swamps we've gotten. Gorgeous. Acolyte of Aklaz... Oh, I hit the camera. Aklazotz. This pile is just getting too tall. That's the issue. I'm going to cut this down a little bit. Vito's Inquisitor. There we go. Emphatic Draught. Glorifier of Suffering. Oaken Siren. Synapse Necromage. Tendril of Myco Tyrant. It's a cool card. Explorer's Cache. Ukbenbach the Great. Does that say mistake? It does say mistake. He's the Great Mistake. 6/4 Vigilance Menace to send 8. Return it from your graveyard to the battlefield with a finality counter on it. Ooh. Very nice. Warden of the Inner Sky. As long as Warden of the Inner Sky has 3 or more counters on it, it has Flying and Vigilance. Tap 3 untapped artifacts and or creatures you control to put a +1/+1 counter on it and scry 1. Nice. That's an interesting card. Cool 1-drop. Oh man, what did we just pull? The Myco Tyrant? Mythic foil special version, special art, showcase art? Oof. Trample. Its power and toughness are each equal to the number of creatures you control that are fungi or saprolings. Oh man, this is going in my Atraxa Spore Counters deck. This is crazy. At the beginning of your end step, create X 1/1 black fungus creature tokens with this creature can't block, where X is the number of times you descended this turn. Interesting. It's an Elder Fungus. This is a cool card. I like this thing a lot. This is cool. This is a fun card. That's going to go up here with the Mythics. So we did get a foil Mythic in the box. Happy about that. Ooh. All right, I'm going to start going a little faster through the commons and uncommons because we've seen a lot of them now. So the ones that I haven't seen, I'll stop on just so I can read them real quick. But most of them we'll just move through. Dowsing device. Ooh, turned into a land. These are cool. I like... Oh no! Oh no, my piles! They're all messed up now. There we go. Ooh, okay. We got the Illustrious Wanderglyph. 5 mana, it's got Ascend. Other artifact creatures you control get +2/+2 as long as they have the City's Blessing. At the beginning of each upkeep, create a 1/1 colorless Golem artifact creature token. This is sweet. This is really good with all the like Splicer cards. I can see this being in oh, what was the card called? There's a card from like March or Phyrexia. I think it was March of the Machines where it was a potential commander that cared about golems, and this would work really well in that deck. Then we have Molten Collapse, which we pulled the foil of. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Another foil mythic. Back-to-back foil mythics. We have Aklazot's the Bat God. Deepest Betrayal. Flying lifelink, 5 mana 4/4. When it attacks, each opponent discards a card. For each opponent who can't, you draw a card. Whenever an opponent discards a land card, create a bat. When it dies, return to the battlefield tapped under its owner's control. So this is great in like a Turgid deck, Tiny Bones, anything like that. Wow, this is a strong card. With the backside, turning it into a land that you can transform if someone has 1 or fewer cards in hand, which seems pretty easy. I like this a lot. This could be a lot of fun in like a Waste Not deck. That could be a lot of fun with like Waste Not. I actually might put this in my Lands Cube as a hate card because of the cycling. There's a cycling sub theme for cycling lands. This could be really funny because of that. Great card. Sweet pull. All right, we got like 5 packs left. Let's see if we can keep it up with the heaters here. Because we're getting some good stuff. Captivating Cave. Buried Treasure. Nice. Daring Discovery. Sunfire Torch. Colossadactyl. Oh my god, another mythic. Oh, it's the Deepest Growth again, though. So we already pulled this one, but dang, we got the cool version of it. This is like, I think we've gotten 1, 2, have we gotten like 3 to 5 mythics in a row? We've gotten a lot of mythics in a row here. Towards the end of this box, tons of mythics in here. Along with Squirming Emergence. Return to the battlefield. Target non-land permanent card in your graveyard of mana value less than the number of permanent cards in your graveyard. This is a 3 mana reanimation spell that can reanimate any non-land permanent. You have to mill a lot first. This is interesting. This could be cool. With a Brood Rage Mycoid in the back. That's an interesting card. So there's some decent reanimation stuff in the set. I like that. Cool Cup. Family Reunion, Ancestors Aid. I'm going to touch the screen so it might focus a little better. Ray of Ruin. Exile target creature, vehicle, or non-basic land. Scry 1. Non-basic land. That you don't see very often. You don't see land destruction very often in Standard. Especially strapped to creature removal, which is at rate for limited. That's interesting. Sage of Days. Chart a Course. Nice. Already talked about Nikanzil, Kinjali's Dawn Runner, Clay Fired Bricks, ETB. Search your library for a basic plains card, reveal it, put it into your hand. And the backside enters a battlefield, create 2 1/1 colors, gnome artifact creature tokens. Creatures you control get +1. Oh, wow. That's cool. Oh, 7 mana though to flip. Okay. Deep Root Pilgrimage is the rare. Whenever one or more non-token merfolk you control become tapped, create a 1/1 blue merfolk creature token with hexproof. Okay, so this card is amazing in Kumena, like insane in Kumena. You say you have 3 merfolk in play, you tap all 3 of your merfolk to draw a card, and you get 3 token merfolk, and then you tap those 3 token merfolk to draw a card. And then the next turn you can tap, make more token. Oh my god. This is nuts. This card's so good. I'm sticking this directly in my Kumena deck. Wow. Really powerful. And then we have a Mephitic Draught. Enters the battlefield or is put into a graveyard, draw a card, and lose a life. Okay. Kind of cool. That's actually really nice with bargain. That could be a really good card in a bargain deck. Alrighty. Foil Swamp. We got 3 more packs to go here. Gonna skip through until something we haven't seen yet. Threefold Thunder Hulk. ETB with 3+1/+1 counters on it. 7 mana 3/3. Enters the battlefield or attacks. Create a number of 1/1 colorless gnome artifact creature tokens equal to its power. Sack another artifact. Put a +1/+1 counter on it. It's a fun card. Doesn't seem super powerful to me, but it seems fun. Child of the Volcano foil. Cool. And we got 2 packs left. Can we get some more heaters in the close? It's been an awesome box so far. Let's see if we can finish off hot too. Oh my god, I want this turtle. What is this turtle? I want Bedrock Tortoise really badly. I want this turtle. Please let me get this turtle. Please. Foil Promising Vein. Please let me get the turtle. I want the turtle. Mischievous Pup. Flash enters the battlefield, return to 1 target permanent you control to its owner's hand. Oh, that's a good boy. Market Gnome. You gain a life. Draw a card when it dies. When it's exiled from the battlefield. When you're activating a craft ability. Oh, that's cool. That's very cool. Dig Site Conservator. You can sack it to exile up to 4 target cards from a single graveyard. When it dies, you may pay 4, discover 4. Kutzil. And an Unstable Glyph Bridge. 5 mana. ETB, if it was cast, for each player, choose a creature with power 2 or less that player controls and destroy all creatures except the creature chosen. So it's a 5 mana Wrath. And then it turns into a 5/3 flyer. Whenever an opponent casts a spell during their turn, they can't attack you or planeswalkers you control this turn. For each opponent who attacked you can't cast spells. Oh my goodness. Okay, that's pretty cool. Decent card. Hurl into history. I could see the Unstable Glyph Bridge seeing some standard play inside of like a control deck, blue-white control. Wrap the board and then make it so your opponents can't really attack you. Hidden Courtyard, Seeker of Sunlight, Miner's Guidewing, wow. The Lord Keeper, sweet. Calamitous Cave-In, Scampering Surveyor, Autoclan Landmark. What's the backside look like? Okay. We have the Earthshaker Dreadmaw in the cool art. Love to see that. Starving Revenant. This art is really cool. Very interesting art here. It's a Spirit Horror. When it enters the battlefield, surveil 2. Then each card you put on top of your library. Then for each card you put on top of your library, you draw a card and lose 3 life. Okay. Descend 8. Whenever you draw a card, if there are 8 or more permanent cards in your graveyard, target opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. Interesting. It's a 4-mana 4/4. That's a cool card. This is a very cool card. I wish it looks like it should have flying. I wish it had flying, but it's interesting. Seems decent. We also have an Abuelo's Awakening. Return target artifact or non-aura enchantment card from your graveyard to the battlefield with X additional +1/+1 encounters on it. It's a 1/1 spirit creature with flying in addition to its other types. So at the very worst, it's a 4-mana reanimate for an artifact or non-aura enchantment that turns it into a creature, and then it can just become bigger and bigger and bigger. This is a cool card. It seems pretty strong. Another good reanimate card in this set. I like it. And we have a foil Dynamaton. No way! The last card in the pack? No shot! Wow. The last card in the whole box, and we got this gorgeous Mana Crypt. Holy moly. Wow, 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 wow. Amazing, 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 amazing. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a comment, leave a like. Wow. Peace out, everybody. I almost forgot the box topper. Can't forget the box topper. It's like the most important card. So let's see what we got here. All right, now officially last card of the box. Box topper, we got Whisper Silk Cloak. The art is super cool on this. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Peace out, everybody.